Hello students, next problem in this fluids is 138 question number. A tank is kept in the vehicle and the vehicle is accelerated forward direction with acceleration A, that is along the x-axis, and vertical direction acceleration is only G because it is a level surface. If it is not a level surface, if it is a surface is inclined, the weight is resolved into component horizontal and vertical. In the vertical acceleration is acceleration because of this weight mg, and also G is always acting here. Acceleration of the vehicle resolved into components when it is on the inclined surface, AX and AY. Downward direction total acceleration is AY plus AG we have to take. When it is accelerating forward direction due to inertia, the pseudo force acts on the liquid and pushes backward direction. So level increases back side compared to the front side, and surface is inclined. Even the uniform acceleration is there, means surface is inclined at angle theta with respect to horizontal. That theta they will ask you. The standard is nothing but equal to AX by AY, not AY by AX. Like is careful with that. Reverse you have to take it. Generally for the slope of the graph what to take is AY by AX, but here it is AX by AY. Here if the inclined surface is there, means you take the acceleration of this vehicle resolved into two components, horizontal and vertical. Vertical is added with G, but here level surface is there, means it is already level ground. Level ground. Then tan theta is equals to AX by AY. In this question they mentioned acceleration of the vehicle as G by 4, 1/4 of the acceleration to gravity. So you will get the relation as 1/4 of tan theta equal to 1 by 4, theta is equal to tan inverse 1 by 4 is the inclination. The vehicles which are traveling with carrying the petrol etc. vehicles, when they are accelerated, the level changes inside. To avoid this, they have to travel with the uniform velocity. When velocity is constant, acceleration is 0, level remains constant. Or else they will take the tanks like this, V-shaped. From here they can take the outlet. The level rises also will not be a problem. Otherwise what happens is the level may pushing backwards liquids may overflow from the top or exert the force on the back side due to inertia of motion. Next question number 145. It's a venturometer used to speed of the vehicles, speed of the liquids and speed of the gases. Venturometer, pitot tube are fixed for the aeroplanes to find the speed of the vehicles in the air, or even the speed of the ships we can find by this method. And here this is used to find the speed of the fluids, means water. This contains an unequal area of cross section pipes A1 and A2 area of cross section. The velocity in the A1 is V1 and the narrow pipe has a velocity V2 because less area means more velocity due to according to equation of continuity. A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2, but it is given that the rate of flow is mentioned as volume by time is equals to A1 V1 equal to A2 V2. This 500 centimeter cube per second they have mentioned. They convert into cubic meter per second here, and from this area is first area is given as 5 centimeter square, A2 is given as 2 centimeter square, converted into square meters. 5 into centimeter 10 to the power of minus 2 meters, so 5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 square meters. You will get for V1 you will get to this volume per second by A1. Calculate this, you will get 1 meter per second as V1 here, and V2 you will get the 2.5 meter per second. Less area, more velocity. And you know Bernoulli's principal relationship, delta P is equals to HdG. Here mercury is taken, here the water is flowing or some other liquid, whatever it is. Different liquid you have to take which cannot mix here. Generally you are taken is mercury preferred because of the high density. High density, pressure equal to HdG, when the density is high, the height will be less. Whenever the velocity increases here, low pressure is created here. This is low pressure. Comparatively it is high pressure. This is a low pressure and high pressure. So high pressure pushes the mercury down, low pressure towards low pressure side. The mercury level will be different. If the velocities are same, pressures are equal, then mercury level will be same in this U tube, U-shaped tube. This is a barometer we use to measure the pressures. This is low. Manometer uses the pressures, barometer uses to measure the atmospheric pressure, so we can call it as a manometer. This U part where you can measure the pressure differences is called as a manometers. So here delta P, change in pressure differences, delta P is nothing but equal to H rho G. H is the height of this mercury level differences, and G, acceleration to gravity, equal to half rho in this half rho into velocity differences square for this horizontal unequal area of cross section pipes. So V2 square minus V1 square. Calculating this you will get the expression for H calculations. This is a mercury density, this is a water density. Water density 10 to the power of 3, and mercury density Hg, mercury density of the mercury is equals to 13.6 gram per cc centimeter cube, or 13.6 into 10 to the power of 3 kg per cubic meter. I am taking as units. Mercury density generally they give in the problems. If they don't give, you have to take that You have to remember that value, 13.6 times the density of water, very high density for the mercury. Next, in case if you want to take the same liquid here, you cannot take this liquid in the horizontal pipe and U2 pipe same. Some problems will be given the similar ways. If you want to use the same liquid, here pipes are fixed. Here low velocity is low. So pressure is high, you will find. Here velocity is more. So in this portion pressure is high. Then liquid levels, if you check it up in this vertical pipes, liquid level rises here. Here pressure is atmosphere. Against atmosphere liquid level has to go. So here liquid level will be low velocity, high pressure. High pressure means it is able to liquid push against the atmosphere compared to this level. So liquid level height difference is h. If you are taking the same liquid in this case same as before, then rho is equal. You can cancel the rho and get the calculations. But this problem mostly will be asked for, till now not asked for any competitive exams, but only for JEE is preferred, very rarely preferred for NEET. But the diagram have symbols without values. They can ask for the case set also. Next, question number 146. There is a container and kept on the smooth surface, and it has holes, two holes in the opposite sides. One hole, two identical holes. Area of cross section is A for the holes. Area of cross section of the holes is A. Circle goes also given means pi r square. You take it up. One hole height is h, other hole height is the difference between the two heights is nothing but equal to small h is mentioned. If the height of the liquid surface from the hole is small h, the velocity of the liquid coming out, that is called the velocity efflux, equal to root of 2gh from Torricelli. And in case if you take the calculating the force exerted by the fluid flows of the area of cross section A coming out at that instant, velocity is v, then force is equals to rho A into v square we have. V equal to root of 2gh. And if you have the two holes means whenever the fluid falling right side, no reaction force will be acting in the opposite direction on the tank. So here also, but two sides holes are there means velocity will be acting in the opposite directions. So resultant force you need to calculate. Resultant force because of these two, this height and this height difference, if you check it now, finally you will get the difference of the two holes only you will get. F is equals to difference of the two heights is equals to rho A into V1 square minus V2 square. The hole which is at the more depth from the water surface has the more velocities. More velocity means more force you can get. This h is less means force is less and velocity is less. Substitution of these values you will get rho A into V square equal to 2gh term. You will get this formula you need to remember. For single hole, this two rho A V square only you will get. Difference also you will get a rho A V square, but here is only single height h. Here you are getting the difference of the two holes is height is h. Rho A into 2gh, this formula, and generally with values they don't give formula only, they will ask you. Same question they may ask at that instant what is the acceleration of the whole tank. Mass of the tank is m means F equal to m into the acceleration produced. What is that for F equal to is this formula by mass. Mass of the whole tank will give the acceleration at that instant. If it is on the smooth surface, we can take frictionless surface. Next theoretical points. Tank is there with hole h, with hole at a depth h from the liquid surface. Outside the pressure is atmosphere. This HTG is called the pressure head of the liquids due to the water height. H pressure is equals to h into rho into g. Rho is the density of the liquid we are taking. And when at h velocity root of 2gh velocity, and what is the range they will ask you, and what is the maximum range you can get is also they will ask you. Range r is equals to range is nothing but equal to 2 times h into h minus h. You have to take this equation similar to that parabola projectile motion for the horizontal projection. Horizontal distance x equal to horizontal velocity into time. In that time the distance traveled a is equals to y equal to half gt square terms. We can take that, you will get the expression for the range. Range is r equal to 2 into root of h into h. These 2 you can take it inside, it becomes equal to 4. 4h also we can take, that is left to your choice. What H is from the top, H minus H is from the bottom. That means you can take H1, H2, interchanging also makes no difference. That means whatever height is here, if you take another hole at the bottom from the same height H, interchanging, the range will be equivalent. Next, time taken to touch the ground is equal to this formula. Y equal to half gt square, you have to take T is equals to root of 2h by g. H means effective height is H minus H. What is the range maximum? Maximum range is possible when the hole is exactly midpoint of the total height. Total height is capital H, and when here small h is equals to H by 2. In that case, H equal to H by 2, you will get the range is maximum, and that how much is the range maximum is nothing but equal to H only. Total height of the liquid equal to take in the container is H, 2H. Capital H or is also equal to 2H is the maximum range. Next is, if the container is closed, this is a case when you can take open on the top, but if the top is not opened, this is air pressure inside. For example, if you take the cars, bikes tank is above the engine, so automatically gravity take the fluid downwards and fluids go to the engine automatically. But if you are taking the car, the fuel tank is below the engine, fuel do not go upward directions. To go upwards, we take the help of the pump. Even in the rockets also, fuel is pumped with the help of the pump, exerting the pressure here, extra pressure other than atmospheric pressure. The extra pressure pushes the liquid down. So if the closed container is there, if the air is having high pressure, then only fluid comes out. If it is closed container, if the air is pressure is 0, the fluid will not come out, it will be closed. Compared to the atmospheric pressure, inside pressure is less, means fluid will not come out. If you are taking the cool drinks, if you drink a cool drinks with a whole small hole and straw inside, closed from all directions, air is not able to enter inside. If you want to suck it out, the liquid will not come out. Even if you want to take the liquid come out, there must be another hole here through which air can go in and liquid can pass out. Otherwise, vacuum is created inside. Vacuum pressure is 0. The fluid always travel from high pressure to low pressure. That means the fluid try to go inward instead of coming outwards. So you have to provide the hole so that air can go and occupy the empty spaces. If the pressure is given extra pressure other than atmospheric pressure is given, outside atmospheric pressure is there, then fluid will be pushed downwards because of this extra pressure by the air. The formula for the fluid coming out, velocity, as the velocity formula V equal to root of 2gh, that is the formula we have taken before, that is Torricelli law, plus additionally 2 times P minus P naught, difference in the pressures by density of the liquid. This is the density of liquid you will get. Next, capillaries fluid resistance. Fluid resistance is nothing but equal to Poiseuille's equation, already we have discussed in the previous class. Q, rate of flow Q equal to pi r to the power of 4, pi p r to the power of 4. This rate of flow is volume by time is equals to pi p r to the power of 4 by 8 eta into length of the capillary tubes. P by Q is called as a fluid resistance. Just then give it as R only and take it as a RFL. Is equals to P by Q, we will get as 8 eta L by pi into r to the power of 4. This is the volume by time. If the capillaries are connected in series, narrow pipes only, you will find this effective more. If the capillaries are connected in series, then fluid resistance R1 and R2. Just like the electrical resistance, if you add resultant resistance is R1 plus R2. If they are connected in parallel, here pressure difference P1, P2, P0. Pressure difference for this is P1 minus P0, for this is P0 minus P2 if the fluid is going from high pressure to low pressure, P1 to P2. Okay, and P1 minus P2 is sum of difference of these two pressures we can take, that is P relation. Next is if you are connecting the capillaries in parallel. If you take in parallel, pressure difference P is constant. Pressure means P is constant we take here, and area cross section will be different. Generally we take is L same you take it. L is constant you take. Here area of cross sections are not equal and L can be different. So here P is also constant for this case. P is not constant for the two tubes in this case. Then parallel combination if you take it means 1 by resistance equal to 1 by resistance 1 plus 1 by resistance 2. Reciprocal addition you have to take for the capillaries in parallel. But this part will not be asked for the cased purposes, even not rarely ask for the NEET also, but JEE is possible to ask. But basic condition you have to note for the fluid resistance relation 1 instead of series and parallel. Next, if you take the U-shaped tube and different liquids are filled on it. Liquid at the bottom, pressure difference will be, two pressures on left and right are equal and pressure equal to HdG. Then liquid levels are unequal or balanced condition or unequal levels you have taken means that depends on the density of the liquids. More density, pressure equal to H rho G. Density is more means they exert the more pressure. More height, more pressure. For the given pressure constant, if you have taken means density is high means height will be less. Light density liquids, if you are taking under water, water is a high density compared to the kerosene. So if by mistake any in the petrol tanks, if the water falls, water goes to the bottommost point because the high density in the petrol. The petrol and these kerosenes will float on the water surface because of low density. So low density liquids we can occupy more height than that of the other liquids. If you take the two liquids taken here, left side and right side, when equilibrium, pressure left side equal to pressure right side, then left side pressure equal to HdG equal to right side also HdG. But here this much portion of the same liquid heights are equal and means same liquid means that you cancel. Remaining heights only you have to compare. Left side height is H2O2, density is D2. So H2 D2G is supposed to be equal to right side height of the liquid is H1, its density is D1, H1 D1G you have to take. Any number of liquids, the same principle you have to take. H1 D1G is equal to H2 DG, GG cancels and you can compare the remaining heights. They are asked generally heights or densities. Next, if you take the U-shaped tube and it is accelerating forward directions, right hand right directions, the fluid experiences the pseudo force and push it left hand directions. How much height they raise extra, they will ask you here. The width of these U tubes means this liquid is going upwards against gravity. Work done is nothing but equal to force and displacement for the liquid to go from right to left side equal to F into D. F is equal to MA, so distance is D, that is the pseudo force acting. And this is also equal to converted into potential energy raised extra height with respect to the other tube, that is equals to mgh. So AD equal to GH you have to take. Pitot tube also works in the same principle, but if you take the L-shaped pipe in the water flow, water is flowing in this direction, you keep a L-shaped pipe inside this. The liquid flows and rises up here. How much is height, extra height rises with respect to the level in the water is related to the velocity. You have to take the potential energy equal to converted into kinetic energy. So velocity equal to root of 2gh. H only they will ask you generally, or fluid velocity they will ask you if you give the h. Another thing is Pascal's law applications. Pascal's law applications in the press or vehicle lift, pistons lifting the heavy vehicles, hydraulic press or hydraulic lift we can call it as. Big piston, small piston. In the case of the big piston, more area and more force you will get. On this we can keep heavy weights. And narrow piston, small piston, you are applying very small force, you can take the less weight. It is F1, area of the piston is A1, fluid is F. According to the Pascal's law, inside the fluids, if you exert the pressure is equally distributed in all directions at the given level. So what are the pressure exerted here? P1, the pressure is also P2 transmitted through the fluids. Incompressible fluids we need to take compulsorily. So specific oil is used, but it's called as hydraulic lift because in the beginning days water was used. It is also compressible but less compressible compared to the gases. So here the pressure P1 is equals to P2, that means F1 by A1 is equals to F2 by A2. What is the F2 is supposed to be equal to this weight of the vehicle is mg. So F2 is also equal to mg. They will give you the problems with the symbols and also with the values. Here force is multiplied. More area you take, more force acts. So you can lift the big vehicles also with the small force. On the other side, narrow piston. Same principle is used in the case of the hydraulic brakes of the automobiles called the disc brakes. Small button is pressed, that their small piston is there, but near the wheels to stop that disc with holes, high friction, large disc is used, large area piston is used so that the more force acts on the disc and stops the vehicles.